guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, since you're out, I can't make you a surprise now. There's one of the authors, Mr. Calvin Denson. I normally keep him behind stage, but there he is. There's a surprise. And there's Mike. Hi, Mike. How are you? And so Mike is always he too. He doesn't miss a Tuesday. So welcome, welcome, Mike. Glad you can join us. Hi, Kylie. Mike is from Florida. Kylie is from London. So I have my friends, my committed friends. So I have, so Mike is saying hello, Calvin and Dr. George. So he's giving you a shout out.
How you doing?
Um,
How you doing? Thank you.
so let's see, Anthony Skinner. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Let's give him
How
a
you doing,
shout out
Mr. Skinner?
there. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Miss Boyd. Miss Boyd, if you would go to that link, you're watching from my personal page. Miss Boyd, go on your messenger. I sent you a private link. Click that link so that you can join in so they can actually see you or meet you if you're wanting to. I see that you're watching. Check your messenger. All right, Barbara, great to see you as well. Hi, Barry from Canada. I know that. Hi, Barry. How are you? Hi, Anthony. He's doing well. Priscilla. Hi, Dr. George and Calvin Eric Denson.
Hey,
That's
Miss
Miss Scott.
Priscilla.
Adam, hello. Hi, Yolanda. Adam, hi, Dr. George from the Thibodeaux. Hello, Thibodeaux. Hello, hello, hello. So I have two books, and this is the first Tuesday of more than a month for Black History Month. So, guys, remember I said that African Americans, they do things all the time, great things all the time, and they give us this little small month to squish it all in. Hi, Ava R and Pop Pop. I missed you guys. They give us a little time to squish all this greatness in. And just like Dr. George, I do something great every week. And so I want to acknowledge us more than a month. So maybe and hopefully Black History Month will extend before February and after. So, Mr. Calvin Denson, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey, but I grew up in Beaumont, Texas. My mom brought me to Beaumont around when I was 4, three, because I remember going to Martin. And just coming up through the school systems, I've always strived to make my mama proud. And when it came to grades, that's all she wanted. Like, just make some good grades, son. I just want to have a child to graduate and let me feel that. So no matter what I did in life, I was always focused on that. What my mom really, really wanted, and that was being educated and moving forward in life, because she knew that was the root of all things, education. So here I am today as an author, coming from Beaumont, Texas.
Love that. I love that you're homegrown too. So our first book, Miss Boyd will be joining us. It is B for Breathe. It is the ABCs of coping with fussy and frustrating feelings. I think that is so crucial to adults and kids. Hi, Miss Como. How are you? Thank you so much.
Hey, Miss
Right now,
Como.
we're focusing with a lot with COVID and everything else. So there you go. Shout out from London. Kylie Green said, as soon as I could post it, Kylie Green
Just in
said,
Tuesdays.
knowledge is power. So it is true. So we'll go ahead and get started, and maybe Miss Melissa will join us. But B is for breathe, the ABCs of coping with fussy and frustrating feelings. Hi, Miss Fehrenbacher, my art teacher, by Dr. Melissa Munro Boyd. So let's start with her book. B is for Breathe, the ABCs of Coping with Fussy and Frustrating Feelings by Dr. Melissa Munro Boyd. And these are my favorite when they write me a note. I love those. And her note says, Belinda, thank you for your supporting B is for Breathe. The more you read, the more you know. Confirmation, you just said that. So, Miss Pacific, this is Mrs. Scott. Yes, Dr. George, my grandchildren, Ollie, Allie, Allie and Janai.
Allie and Janai.
Allie and Janai are characters in the book of Calvin Derek Denson. I can't wait to meet them via the book. So this book is dedicated to her husband, Brian, and our big three, Brianna, Brian, and Bryson. Thank you for loving me and teaching me. So here we go. When you're feeling fussy or frustrated and want something to do, try a new coping skill. One of these will surely help you. So let's see what they are. A is for art. There you go, Miss Fehrenbacher. Draw or paint to help express emotions. B is for breathe. Breathe by slowly taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly breathing out through your mouth. So like this. I do that a lot at work. So there's the illustration. Antoinette Kelly, hi, Dr. George. Last night was so interesting and fun. I'm back tonight. Glad to have you. C is for count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Mr. Denson, just to let you know that what you learned as a child sticks, because when I was little, I would watch Sesame Street and watch these skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All because of Sesame Street. So look, I'll remember that. Slowly count to 10 while thinking about feeling calm. Hi, Dr. Knight. D is for dance. Express pleasure through motion. If you're my Facebook friend, I'm a TikTok friend. You know I do this all the time. Mike says, remember hearing that on Schoolhouse Rock? Yes. And Melanie Como says she's proud of you, Mr. Denson and Miss Scott.
Thank you. How you doing?
Here we go. E is for eat, a healthy snack. Good food choices are healthy for the mind and body. F is for fun with a friend. Enjoy an activity with a friend, like playing a game. At least shake your body around. That's right, Mike. If you can't dance, at least shake it, shake it, shake it. G is for create a glitter jar or another craft. Use water, glitter, glue, food coloring, make, shake, watch, and relax as glitter settles. Ooh, that does sound calming, Mr. Denson. I think I'm going to do that, to just watch it settle. H is for hug a trusted person. I love that they said trusted. A caring hug from a trusted family or friend is comforting. Yes. So Ms. Fehrenbacher said, hello, Dr. George and Mr. Denson. And Yolanda Avery said, my Eric. So I'm about to add my special guest. I see her moving around, so I'll wait till she gets settled. Glitter is always my answer. Yes, it's not always the answer for other people, but glitter, they don't like it, but I love it. And Mike says he loves hugs. Just nod your head when you're ready, Miss Boyd. I see her settled.
Hugs too. I love hugs too.
I love hugs. Go away, COVID, so I can hug. Hi, Diane. Hi, Miss Jackson. Want to imagine a favorite place. Imagine your favorite calm and relaxing place in your mind, such as the beach. J is for tell jokes. I think Miss Boyd is there, but she's frozen. Laughing and telling jokes helps to relax. Oh, look at that face laughing. Jeez, that's some serious laughing. You ready, Miss Boyd? Give me a thumbs up. All right, here's the author of B is for Breathe. Hi, Miss Boyd.
How you doing, Miss Boyd?
Yeah, good. So we can't hear you. So there you go. Now we can hear you.
All right.
So Miss Jackson said, hello, everybody. So I'm deep into your book, getting all this. I'm getting some glitter and glue. Miss Fehrenbacher says she loves glitter, hugs, and imagination. And hello, Miss Rochelle. Hello, Mike says, Imagine by John Lennon is a great song. Also great to help imagine things in life. And Mike says, hello, Melissa Boyd. So you got a shout out. K is for kick a ball and play other sports. Physical activity relieves stress and builds self-esteem. L is for listen to music. Listen to a favorite song, ocean waves, waterfalls, or birds. I couldn't even read that rough. I had to even read that quietly.
Some very good illustrations too.
Very good. M is for muscle relaxation. Slowly tense. Well, I didn't know if I had to tense, but I'm gonna try that. I think I do that all day at work. Slowly tense and then relax each muscle. Group your face first, your hands, your arms, your stomach, your legs, your feet. I do feel a difference. I do. N is for nature walk. Enjoy walking while focusing on senses and nature around you. Here we go.
I always go walking with my son. He loves to walk and be outside.
Love that. O is for organize. Now you're stepping on toes, Miss Boyd. You're stepping on toes. You're stepping on toes, Miss Boyd. O is for organize and clean up toys. Cleaning up and clearing out clutter is calming. maybe I need to start. P is for pray. I do this all the time. Prayer can help bring peace to your mind and body. Q is for quiet time. Enjoy the quiet and focus attention on the present. R is for read. Reading relaxes your mind.
Yes, it does.
I am awesome. I am smart. S is for positive self-statements. Positive self-talk helps to boost feelings and self-esteem. T is for talk about feelings. Share feelings and talk with a trusted person to help feel better. And Miss Jackson said, glitter and glue, she loves it. And she said, prayer is Q. Key and Miss Eckenrod. Hello, Miss Eckenrod. U is for unplug electronics. Are you reading my mind? My husband will love this book. Take a break from electronics to relax the mind. Hi, Coach Bridges. V is for create a vision board. Create pictures and words to express feelings and think of future goals. Hi, Miss Chapman. I love that. Great things to do. W is for write about feelings. Journal to express emotions, communicate feelings, and solve problems. X is for play the xylophone and other musical instruments. Enjoy playing a musical instrument that is joyful and fun. Y is for yoga. Yoga relaxes the mind and releases tension in the body. Z is for sleep. Get good rest and take a break to help relax emotions. Ms. Fehrenbacher says self-statements. So tell me what motivated you to write this book, Ms. Boyd.
Okay, so thank you for writing or for having me on to talk about the book and for reading it. I'm a psychologist, and so talking about healthy coping skills and emotions, having healthy outlets is just part of what I do. And I have 3 kids, so my house is full of emotions. But I wanted to just help kids to have an outlet and to see what works for them. Even as adults, we have to have healthy coping skills, and they change over time. But just for kids to recognize what works for them at an early age will help with what comes to them in life so that they can help in a healthy way, whatever the stressor is, manage what it is that they're feeling at this time.
Love that. So where can they purchase your book? Froze a little bit, but she'll be back. Let's give her time to get back. But she may just start talking, but that's technology. We're going to keep rolling. So she is a wife, a mother of 3, a clinical psychologist, and an officer in the United States Army. She has spent much of her clinical career treating service members with behavioral health disorders to include PTSD. Prior to the military, Dr. Boyd worked with children in the Philadelphia School District. She's a proud graduate of Hampton University in Virginia, where she earned her bachelor's in psychology. Upon graduation, she attended LaSalle University, where she obtained her master's and doctorate in clinical psychology. Through it all, we lost her, but she'll be back. Through it all, God and her family have been a constant source of strength and motivation. So when she comes back, we'll find out how we buy this book. Yes, Ms. Douglas, this book is giving me all the feels. And Ms. Bridges, of course, you want a copy, so I'll find out. And Ms. Jackson said,
good book, very good book.
Busy life. Just when you think you're busy, you meet somebody else. So love this book, Ms. Boyd. We'll wait for her to come back so she can tell us how to purchase it. But now our second book, Why Me, by Mr. Calvin Denson. And it is Mr. Denson. So what inspired you to write there she is. Let's see. There she is. Hold on. Let me grab her. That's okay. We're going to go. Let you go. We were getting ready to read. But tell me what inspired you to write. You told us what inspired you to write the book. So where can they purchase the book?
So the book can be purchased on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and then there's a lot of independent bookstores that also have them online and in their actual stores. But
So love that. I have several people that said they want a copy. I read your bio on the back, and this is, I was going to make up a word and say fantabulous, but it's a really good book, really resourceful, Miss Boyd, really resourceful. So hang on, Miss Boyd, if you can, hang on. We're going to read another book by Mr. because we're going to come back to you. Why Me by Calvin Denson. Hi, Tanisha Brown. Patricia Jackson says, I have read The Bus Driver and she loves it. So
Thank you.
What inspired you to write the book?
Well, first, the lady on the cover is my mom. She was a kindergarten teacher. She passed away at 52 years old. And being that she passed away so early in life, and I know the effect that she had on kids, I feel like her work wasn't done. So that's why I picked up the children book series to help carry on her name and honor her. And Why Me is the third book, and it's a little lengthier than the other 4 books because it's 5 books. It's 5 books in total. And Why Me is in the middle for a reason because it's the third book I wrote because it's the one on bullying. And I know the effects bullying have on people. I was bullied once in school. See, I have scars all over my face. So I was talked about a lot growing up. But at the end of the day, bullying is not cool. So I wanted to write that book, Why Me, to show other kids, not just the kids who are getting bullied, but those who are bullying. Well, how do you make the other kids feel when you're bullying them? And it's working real well as I go around reading it at schools, and I could get the feedback from the children. I hear some powerful statements.
So I'm going to say this. I never read the books in advance. And you guys, the book has the same message about just teaching kids how to cope. So I always think everything happens for a reason. And this definitely happened for a reason. So I have a message. Yes.
Miss George, one more thing. All my books, the 5 books that I'm writing in honor of my mom, will all have to do with something to deal with teaching because she was a teacher. They're in honor of her. So I will be teaching in some kind of way, something that's beneficial that kids could take away from because they're books about my mom, and that's what she was, a teacher and someone that wanted to uplift.
Thank you. And Ms. Jackson said, great choice. And Ms. Avery said, love it, Mr. Denson. So he signed in November 7th, 2019. You probably don't remember, but it's right here. To Dr. Belinda George, this is a must read. Be blessed and keep being awesome. So I always like to show your little messages to me.
Keep being awesome.
All right. Here we go. Why Me by Calvin Denson. I dedicate this children's books and the books to come to my mom, Janice Boswell, my son, Sikorian Denson,
Sikorian
Denson, Kawaja Elementary,
Kajawa
Elementary.
That's what my mom taught at.
Okay, and to all the kids who are going to read this book. So here we go. And hi, Miss Little. Tag, you're it. Chloe tags her cousin Allie as she's running under the monkey bars. Okay, Allie, you got to close your eyes and count to 10 before coming to get us. Oh, all right. But Chloe, you always tag me and not Janai. Is it Janai?
Yes, ma'am.
Janai or your brother Emmanuel. Well, you shouldn't be so slow all the time, and I won't get you. Chloe retorts, knowing that her cousin and brother are too fast to catch and that they always find a good hiding spot. Hi, Emmanuel and Janai. Wherever you are, Allie's it and the monkey bars is base now. She shouted in the air as she ran away from Allie to find a hiding spot. So there they are. And hi, Miss Stewart. And Miss Fehrenbacher said, great tribute to your mother.
Thank you.
Janai and Emmanuel are hiding behind a tree looking at Allie counting while Chloe finds a hiding spot underneath the slide. Waiting for their time to dash for the monkey bars to touch base, they don't hear the sound of the rocks crunching in the playground getting closer as one of their classmates runs over to meet them. Hey, I want to play. Their classmate asks by the name of EJ. I'm sorry, EJ, but you're going to have to wait till next game to play because right now, my sister's Allie's it. Yeah, EJ, you're going to have to wait to play, Emmanuel said with some anger in his voice because EJ always picks on him only in school. No, I want to play now, EJ explained before pushing Emmanuel hard to the ground with 2 hands. Tag, you're it, Emmanuel, he shouted again as he ran off laughing. Man, I'm sorry, cousin. I don't know why EJ always picking on you. I think it's because he knows I'm scared of him, Janai. But why are you so scared of him when you're bigger than him? I don't know. Emmanuel gets up off the ground when hearing their teacher, Miss Boswell, blow her whistle. Okay, class, recess is over. Miss Boswell yells to her students who have stopped playing at the sound of her whistle. Finish lining up so that we can go back to class. And zip those mouths shut because all of you know that I don't like to hear a peep out of you while we're walking down the hall and the other kids are learning. Miss Boswell waits for her class to get in a straight line. Emmanuel, can you please come to the front of the line and bring us back to class with story time on the alphabet map? Yes, Miss Boswell. Emmanuel says, dragging his feet to the front of the line, but his teacher can clearly see something is bothering him. Hi, Dennis.
Thank you.
Back in the classroom, Emmanuel is holding the door while Miss Boswell tends to her students getting a drink of water. Walking through the door from getting his drink, EJ sticks his tongue out at Emmanuel and acts like he's about to punch him. Emmanuel flinches and turns his head in fright. Stop it, EJ. Leave him alone. Miss Boswell hears the outburst and comes over. What's wrong, Emmanuel? EJ pushed him down at recess and keeps picking on him, Janai said, walking up to see what's wrong with his cousin. Is this true, Emmanuel? Yes, ma'am. Emmanuel hangs his head when responding. Earl Jr., can you come here, please? Miss Boswell tells Janae and Emmanuel to go have a seat on the alphabet map. Yes, Miss Boswell, EJ said, looking up to his teacher. EJ, I'm really disappointed in what I've heard from Emmanuel and Janai today. I don't know what's gotten into you, but bullying is not tolerated here at Kajawa Elementary. Yes, ma'am. Look at that face. Ooh, not good. How would you like it if someone was bullying you? Said EJ, your mopes and remain silent. That's what I thought. And your parents will be getting a note on top of the red color you're getting for your behavior today. Yes, ma'am. EJ manages to mumble, but Miss Boswell isn't buying his sorry voice. Today, during story time, you will be in timeout. While you're there, I want you to listen to the story that I'm about to read today, and afterwards, let me know what you got from it. Yes, ma'am. EJ replied again as he scuttled off to the timeout corner and put on the timeout hat. Hi, Miss Lathan, and hi, Jennifer. Miss Boswell goes to the bookshelf and pulls out the book. Why Me? Class, today's book we are reading is called Why Me? And Its Own Bullying. Bullying is something I really won't tolerate in this class, and after today, you'll be sent to the office to talk to Principal Thomas if I hear or see this behavior again. Ms. Boswell takes a seat on her reading stool. With two fingers to her lips, she goes from one end to the other as if she's zipping her mouth shut. I know what that is. The rest of the class knows their teacher's be quiet gesture and pretends to zip their mouth shut as well. Why me? Ms. Boswell says the title one last time before she begins to read. Good afternoon, world, and excuse my sad face, but I'm a kid who gets bullied in school every day. Hi, Miss Martin. You see, my name is Embria. Is that correct?
Embria.
Hi, Embria. Oh, my name is Embria, and there's a student by the name of Tommy who's constantly picking on me. It started with him first pulling my hair during class, and then it went on to him talking about my teeth. No one in class takes up for me because Tommy is cool. And when I try to tell my teacher on him, he always denies it and shouts that I'm a fool. His words hurt me every time he points out the holes in my clothes. I try to act like they don't, but in actuality, he makes me feel like a toad. Ms. Boswell pauses to make sure her kids are listening to the story because bullying can destroy a child's spirit and cause him to shut down from interacting with other kids. Hi, Amy. Sometimes I hate going to school because Tommy is there. It's gotten so bad that I tell my mom I'm sick so that I don't have to go. But the truth is that I'm really scared. Why me is something that I ask myself every day. Why does he make faces at me, laughs at me, pushes me, kicks me, and says the things that he says? Doesn't he know that it hurts? Doesn't he know that I didn't buy this shirt? I wish I can tell somebody how I feel inside. How every day I go home and just cry and cry. Why me, world? Why am I the only one Tommy picks on and nobody else? Is it because I'm ugly and he's tall and I'm short as an elf? Or is it because he knows that I'm shy and won't stand up for myself? Why me? Why? No one knows the answer to this question but Tommy. I wish I knew why. I wish my dad was here to talk to because I don't know how to talk to my mommy. Lately, I've been having bad thoughts in my head about giving up. I want to say something, but when I try to speak, Tommy always yells for me to shut up. When I look in the mirror, I used to smile at what I see. Now I barely look at myself because I don't like my teeth. I can't stand that I got to keep this secret from my parents, especially my dad. Being that he doesn't live with us anymore, I don't know how to tell him about Tommy because I'm already sad. It is heartbreaking. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Miss Roper. Why me? And Bria shouts. Bria shouts to the ceiling of her room while lying in bed. Why do I have to go through this at school of all the places when I could be learning instead? I love to learn my 1, 2, 3s and my ABCs. I always love to learn my history, writing, reading, and since I'm great at spelling, this year I want to enter the spelling bee. Well, that's if Tommy doesn't discourage me. That is. Today is the day I stayed home sick because I just couldn't take it anymore. I told my mom that my head hurts and that my throat is real sore. I'm tired of all this bullying, and since it's Friday, I'm telling my dad on Tommy as soon as he picks me up to go to his house. I can't wait to get inside the car because when I do, I'm going to roar like a lion instead of always squealing like a mouse. Why me is a question that I will not have to ask myself after today. Why? It's because Monday morning, my dad will tell my teacher, and from that day forward, everything will be okay. The end. Miss Boswell closes the book. EJ, you can now come out of the corner and join the rest of the class. Yes, Miss Boswell. EJ comes out of the corner wiping his eyes because the story gave him a glimpse of how Emmanuel feels when he picks him up at school. Picks on him at school. So what did we learn today about bullying, class? EJ raises his hand to answer and his teacher calls on him because his hand went up first. That bullying hurts people. His feelings real bad, and I would never want anyone to bully me. You're exactly right, EJ. And I know your mom and dad taught you better than that. Yes, ma'am. EJ replies, still sad from how Bria felt and when Tommy was bullying her in the story. But what would you like to tell Emmanuel? Yes, it is a great book, Miss Fehrenbacher. 2 great books, she said. EJ walks over to where Emmanuel is sitting. I'm sorry, Emmanuel, for pushing you down in the playground, for hurting your feelings all the time. Now, Emmanuel, what do you say in return for EJ apologizing? Emmanuel stands and faces EJ. I accept your apology, and I'm sorry for not being cool like you. Great, but cool or not, nobody's to get bullied here at Kajawa Elementary. And if you are, then you must tell an adult or your parents, Ms. Boswell says sternly, and then smiles to them making up. Now hug, and I don't want to see or hear anything about bullying again from any of my students. Yes, Ms. Boswell. They all quickly respond because they know their teacher means what she said before and after she read the story. Why me? Hi, Ms. Nunn. Mental health days are real, but yes, on standing up for yourself. Awesome job, kids. Story time is now dismissed. The end. So,
Thank you.
like I said, I never read your books in advance. So this is my first night picking your book up. Picking this book up. So tell me about where we can purchase this book and why you wrote this particular book.
That particular book I wrote just to tackle bullying, and I wanted to bully. I know when as I read to kids that book, like you just read, it's bullies out there, and they hearing the story, because they like to, and as they hear the story, they get to stand from the outside looking in to perhaps see how they're making someone feel. And I know my words paint pictures, so hopefully I achieved that when I wrote that book, Why Me?
Love that. So where can they purchase Why Me?
You can purchase it on all major retailers, or you could go on densonbooks.com, DENSON books.com, or Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, wherever, or you could just Google my name. It'll tell you how to get it, or ask someone. I'm always around. Get a signed copy. I'll be at the Family Dollar probably February 13th on Highland Street signing books just to see if anybody, because that's the only one day I got free next month because I'm very busy.
All righty. So, Miss Boyd, I have a question.
Yes.
So, Ms. Boyd, with your book, I always like to do a takeaway. Give me a takeaway from your book and let us know if you wrote any other books.
Yes. So the takeaway is for kids to identify healthy ways to manage emotions. So B is for Breathe is one that I do with my kids. And we do a lot of coloring and just a lot of movement, walking, definitely. But for a kid to be able to look through the book, it's nice to read it with their parents too, but also just as a picture book that they can look on their own and pick out something that can be helpful for them. So it's a coping skills picture book. And I do have two other books. I have a book I wrote with actually my husband and son wrote a book called B is for Basketball, which is a book that goes through different fundamentals of basketball. And then I finished a book called Hair Day that I wrote with my daughter that talks about just the experience of mother-daughter time, going to a hair salon, picking out different styles, and just our conversation about confidence and self-esteem. And then in March, I'm hoping to wrap up a book called While We Wait. And that's a book for kids to really cope during this time where they're out of school and dealing with COVID and missing friends and teachers. So that's called While We Wait. And I'm hoping that that is wrapped up next month.
Love that. And Ms. Roper says she missed that one. Where can she buy B is for Breathe?
So B is for Breathe store, but definitely Amazon or put in the title of my name.
So Amazon.com, and she said, I think Barnes and Nobles. Broke up a little bit, but Amazon and Barnes and Nobles, Ms. Roper. And yes, Ms. Brown, he is in Beaumont. He is in Beaumont. Mr. Denson is in Beaumont.
No, I live in Houston.
You live in Houston, but you do things in Beaumont, right?
Yes, ma'am. I do a lot of things in Beaumont. If you on Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm in Beaumont. If y'all want to get a signed copy, I can meet you Mondays or Wednesdays.
All righty. And Ms. Jackson says she loves it. So I always ask this, Ms. Boyd, the takeaway from the other book. What is your takeaway from Why Me, Ms. Boyd? Or Dr. Boyd, sorry.
So my takeaway from Mr. Denson's book was about bullies and having a conversation about how we interact with each other. And I like that it was, it showed what a kid goes through when they're bullied and also the conversation after that. How we correct that behavior. So that was the huge takeaway for me, is just how we interact with each other. And socially, yes, those relationships very much do matter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love that. So, Mr. Denson, your takeaway from B is for Breathe. What's your takeaway?
What I took away from B is from Breathe is it was a very soothing book. It's like a book. It's like a book that becomes one with you. That's what I took away from it. Like I was a part of the book. It's like, you know how you hear good music and you just be like, oh, that's like I'm in harmony with the book. That's how I feel, like I was one with the book.
Love that. So your takeaway from Why Me, and how, Ms. Diggles?
My takeaway from Why Me is that I just want kids to know that bullying is not cool and it can affect the child. I put it was a sentence in that book that bullying can destroy a child's spirit. And that was something from me to the reader so that they can emphasize that. You did well with that. And because that was really what the whole book was about. It can destroy a child's spirit and make them shut down and stop them from interacting with kids and perhaps women great, because of bullying. Know what they could become. And it's something that stopped them in their path, that they can't get over that hump because of something someone else did to them or said to them or harmed them in some kind of way.
Love that. And Ms. Brown said she's in Houston, but she would be willing to pay through Zelle or PayPal for the books. All right. So my takeaways for B is for Breathe. So this book is what I need after having a bad day. I need this because as a principal, I always tell people it's okay. And then I go in my office and I go, it's not okay. And so there were strategies in here that were quick fixes that I can do even starting tonight because I don't like to go to sleep. So I don't go to sleep. And so these, I will be using these. This will be in my office, and I'll be using these for SEL, for social emotional learning. When kids think they can't cope with something, this will be my go-to book. My second book, Why Me? My takeaway from this book is sometimes you're bullying, you don't know you're a bully because it doesn't hurt you. So sometimes it means listening to the person. If somebody tells you something, we have to take heed of it and grow from it. So that's my takeaway here is maybe he didn't realize what he was doing, but someone took the time to show him. And I absolutely love that it was an educator that did it. So Miss Thibodeau says she has one of the books. So I want to say this. It is Black History Month. And he has several books. He has read The School Bus Driver, My Dad Says Yes, and Bad Luck Felix. So he's
and in May, Jeff the Janitor comes out to teach kids about germs, and I dedicated to kids who lost someone who has lost someone to COVID or someone who had it. It's Jeff the Janitor to teach kids about germs. It's another one of these books, the fourth one of these books.
Jeff the Janitor, love it. So I'm going to say these two books have to be purchased together. Okay, let me tell you why they have to be purchased as a pair. Let me tell you, because this book, it tells you about the side of being bullied and the side of the perspective of the child being bullied and how it affects them. And when you have a child that comes home that is bullied or is bullying, you give them this so that they can give them coping skills. Maybe not all, but today we're working on the letter A, buddy. We're going to do the letter A. And remember, A is for art. Let them draw how they think the other person made them feel or how you feel. So these books, they didn't know it, but these books have to come together. They kind of got married tonight. Why Me Marries, B is for Breed tonight on Tucked In Tuesdays. So support African-American authors with characters that look like African-American kids. And Mr. Cofield says, got them both. So Miss Patricia
thank you.
Jackson says, I need all of those great books. So order them, Miss Jackson. I'm so glad that you guys can join me. And I want to give y'all the lineup for next weekend before we sign off. So next Tuesday, I have the
Hey,
dog.
before I forget, I want to say Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Thank you. I have The Dog Would Not Bark. And I'm really excited about this book, because this book is Freedom in Congo Square, and it's a Coretta Scott King honoree. It's written by Carol Boston Weatherford, and it's a Caldecott. And if you know anything about Caldecott, that means that those drawings won her an award. Then February 11th is Joshua Dickerson. You saw that poem, Because I Ain't Got a Pencil. He made it into a children's book. So we have that one. And we have another AR book, When Grandma Sings, by Marguerite Mitchell. So you'll meet her. And then I have February 23rd, Belinda Mays, Back at Home. She's from Beaumont as well.
That's my classmate. We come up from school together from South Park. That's classmate there right there. We grew up together.
And then I have another book by her, I Am Godskin, from Affirmations for Little Girls. And then on that same night, we're going to read, this is a New York Times bestseller. Her dad is now deceased, but she lives on through her dad's books. It's John Steptoe, Mufara's Beautiful Daughters, an African Tale. You'll meet his daughter, and she'll be keeping his legacy alive. And she said, I really wanted to join tonight for the next couple of Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have Boston CASA training. That's okay. They'll be here. And Ms. Fehrenbacher said, not just a month. So I want to support these authors that we're highlighting during the month of February, not just this month, but every month. But I want to go ahead and end with, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. Ms. Boyd, do you want to leave them with any words?
Oh, I just hope everyone has a great Black History Month, that these are topics and that we continue talking about throughout the year. I really appreciated Mr. Denson's book. It's something I'll be getting for my kids.
Love that. Mr. Denson, any takeaways?
I just want to tell everyone Happy Black History Month. And coming from a background like mine and a mom who didn't really have nothing, and still made a way and instilling education into your kids, and kids listen to your parents and move forward in life and become great. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do, because why? Look at me.
So I absolutely love that. And guys, I want to say, see me back here next Tuesday. And if you haven't, you'll be seeing a commercial for A Minute to Win It at Homer Drive, because we need 5 families to compete for a cash prize. So remember, love everyone, but this month, make sure you're highlighting African American people who are doing the right thing every day, all day. And even if we mess up, watch our bounce back story. Have a great Tuesday, guys.
Bye. Happy
Bye.
Black History Month.